You know, when I was younger, I generally thought that Mario and Peach were a couple. It's not a crazy conclusion to think about considering how much Mario gets kissed at the end of every adventure. But according to Nintendo of America, they're friends. Nothing more, nothing less. Yeah. So, considering how we are indeed in the month of love, I wanted to talk about the infamous pair as I think their relationship is a little bit more than just friends. At least for the movie versions. That's right, baby! Today we're going to be taking a look at what exactly is the deal with movie Mario and movie Peach. Now, what I'm going to be doing for this video is taking a look at the first film as well as what we've seen from the second one to better understand their dynamic and whether or not these two could end up becoming a couple. And don't worry, we'll cover that statement as well. But before we begin, I'd like to ask you guys to leave a comment about your thoughts on this potential relationship between the two, as the evidence to such an idea is surprisingly high. Anyways, let's begin by analyzing how they act in the first film. In the Mario movie, Peach and Mario at first have a mentor and student dynamic. What I mean by this is Peach is constantly showing Mario how things work in the Mushroom Kingdom, and of course trains him before heading off to the Kong Kingdom. Now as the film progresses, we see a shift in the relationship from mentorship to genuine friendship, and potentially even a little bit more. But for now, let's rewind a bit. In their first interaction, we see Peach being stunned at Mario's very presence. She is baffled at another human being before her and is very much excited. Yeah! Mario on the other hand is happy to see her for a different reason. He came looking for the princess that can help save his brother, and after a bit of a standoff with one another, Peach brings Mario forth to train him in the obstacle course.
If you can finish this, you're coming with me.
It's not the most deep meeting scene ever in a movie, but it gets the job done. So after trying all night and ultimately failing, Peach still gives Mario a pass and decides to bring her with him. She even tries to cheer him up a bit.
Do you see me laughing?
From here, Mario and Peach prepare to head off but end up getting accompanied by Toad, W Wingman by the way, and as the crew travels through the land, Bowser learns of Mario's existence, and here would be a good time to highlight something important. Bowser's main reasoning for absolutely hating Mario is because he's jealous of him being around Peach. As a matter of fact, he even blames Mario for his wedding being ruined, even though it was Peach who put a stop to it. And I'd like to highlight this because unlike Bowser, Mario actually cares to get to know Peach. For example, the fire flower scene. Right here is where I'd say the two have their first real heart-to-heart. It starts with Mario venting about missing Luigi, with Peach of course reassuring him that they're gonna save him.
We're going to save him.
It then transitions into Mario asking Peach where she's from, with her response being about how the Toads took her in. Mario then suggests that maybe she could be from his world, and you get the idea. Mario and Peach over the course of the film are constantly bonding and forming a real connection, and as we'll see in a second, it's not just a friendship. Now after they arrive at the Jungle Kingdom, we see the same beats of Peach having Mario's back and even hyping him up. It's some good stuff really. And then we get to the Rainbow Road sequence, and this is where the romance truly begins. While driving on the road, Mario and Peach begin discussing the differences in their respective worlds and how turtles are pets in Mario's world. This is where Mario invites Peach to Brooklyn and the princess hits that maybe she will. Oh, and Donkey Kong's an L.L.G by the way. Obviously, they're flirting. And later in the movie, when the whole big brawl happens and Mario and Peach finally see one another again, they put their hands in one another. Bro, you can't even deny that there's chemistry here. As a matter of fact, there's so much chemistry here. Gets angered so much by seeing Mario embrace his crush that his sheer hatred for Mario is what frees his head from being frozen. That's crazy. And it's not just the first film riddled with evidence, the trailers for the second one have a lot more going for Mario and Peach being a couple. So, let's get to analyzing. First of all, like and subscribe, it'll help me reach 1,000. Second of all, we gotta discuss what's in the box. During the festival sequence where Toad and Yoshi first meet, Mario can be seen carrying a pink box. Now personally, I believe that inside the pink box is Peach's parasol. I say this because in the scene where Mario and Peach are on the rooftop by themselves, we see Peach holding her parasol, an item that constantly appears throughout all the trailers and TV spots. Now my game theory is I believe Mario will be gifting Peach this parasol. And yeah, that's pretty much all my evidence. Well, there's also this scene where Mario and Peach are going through a Bowser's castle area. I personally wouldn't count it since they're just trying to survive and not get cut in half. Now throughout these trailers, we don't see Mario and Peach sharing scenes all too often. However, when we do see the two, the scenes appear to be more intimate, similar to the fire flower scene. Now this is cool and dandy, but there's only one problem. Are Mario and Peach just friends? If the game versions have been confirmed, at least by Nintendo of America, to be just friends, what makes me think that the movie variants would be any different from them? And that's kind of the funny thing. This entire video is a bit of a debunking that idea. If Nintendo were that intent on just keeping Mario and Peach as friends, moments where the two are flirting and being intimate with each other would have made it into the films. And even if they're keeping the game versions as friends, to me and so many other people, it's very clear that Nintendo and Illumination are building to some sort of romance between these two characters. The only real debate now is, will they actually show Mario and Peach getting together? Or will they just allude to the idea and leave it up to our imaginations? Thanks for watching till the end. I appreciate it, and if you're still listening, like and subscribe to see more Mario content from Deluxe Koopa. Bye bye! See you later.